Hello students, now our next topic is proportion. The four quantities A, B, C and D, A, B, C and D are said to be in proportion, if A over B equal to C over D. So means the ratio between the first and second is equal to the ratio between the third and the fourth. Then they are said to be in proportion, and this is sometimes or mostly written as A is to B is to C is to D. So A is to B equal to C is to D. So this means now if I multiply these, cross multiply, then I will get A multiply D is equal to B multiply C. So here this product, these two are the extreme values, or these two are the extremes. So we say that, and these two are in between. So these are called as the means. Then we say that product of extremes is equal to product of means. So this is the relation that we have done all these things in our 9th class. Now in this proportion, this is called as the A is called as the first proportion, B is called as the second, C is called as the third, and D is called as the fourth. So please, for the timing, please say that this is not there. Here it is a single dot only, means it is a pair of dots only, not a two pairs. So please take care of this. Means, so or we can, I am writing it again. It is A is to B is to C is to D. So these are the means and these are the extremes, and here the product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. And this A is called as the first proportion, B is called as the second, C is called as the third, and D is called as the fourth proportion. So these are the names of all these things. Now another term is there, that is called as a continued proportion. Continued. So in this, let us say that I am talking about A, B, C, D, E, F. Then these will be in continued proportion if the ratio between the first and second is equal to the ratio between second and third, and the ratio between third and fourth. All these are equal. Then we will say that the terms are in continued proportion. So here means the ratio between first and second is equal to the ratio between second and the third is equal to the ratio between third and the fourth, and so on. If more are there, then we can take. Now if I am taking only the three terms, means if we are talking about if A, B, C are in continued proportion, then it is written as A over B is equal to B over C, or A is to B is to B is to C. Then this B is called as the mean proportion between A and C. Then since this B is repeating, so this B is called as the mean proportion between A and C. And now if I cross multiply these, then I will get B square is equal to AC. So this middle square of the middle is equal to the product of the extremes, or this is called as the square of the, this is B is called as the mean proportion between A and C. Now let us talk about some of the questions from your exercise. So now I am moving on to exercise 7b of your book. And let us talk about the exercise now. So now I am taking questions from your exercise. Let us say that now I am taking question number first. It is find the fourth proportional to this. So this is the first, second and third. So three are given, we have to find the fourth. So let the fourth proportional be x. So the first question, first part, let the fourth proportional be x. Then the four terms will be in proportion if 1.5 is to 4.5 is to 3.5 is to x. Since here we know that the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes, so here 1.5 multiply x is equal to 4.5 multiply 3.5. So this will go at 15, 3s are 45, so decimal, so 1.5 multiply 3 is 4.5. So x is equal to, this implies x is equal to 3 multiply 3.5. So 5 3s are 15 and 9 and 10. So answer is 10.5. In the next question, it is asked this, we have to find the third proportion. So let the third proportion be x. Now in this, since only 3 terms are there, means this question is talking about the continuous proportion. So let the third proportional be x. In the second question, first part, let the third proportional be x. Then 2 over 3 is to 4 is to x. So this middle term will be repeated. So 3 to the 6, 6 to 8. So this is 8 over 3 multiply x. 8 over 3 multiply x is equal to 4 multiply 4. So this will be 4 2s are 8 and 2 2s are. So x will be equal to 2 multiply 3. So that will be equal to 6. So this 6 is the answer for this part. Similarly, in question number 3, we have to find the mean proportional between this and this. Means we have to find the middle term. So let us say that the middle will be x. So in the third question now, let the mean proportional be x. Then since we know this, the square of the middle is equal to the product of the extremes. So this will be x square equal to 6 plus 3 root 3 multiply 8 minus 4 root 3. Now we can multiply these. So 8 6 are 48 minus 24 root 3 plus 24 root 3 and minus 36. So this 2 will get cancelled and this will be equal to 48 minus 36. So that will be equal to 12. So x square is equal to 12. So from here we get x is equal to root of 2 multiply 3. So this is equal to 2 root 3. So this is the mean proportional between first this and this. Now I am taking the next question, 7th question, second part. So in this, a, b, c are in continued proportion and one more condition is given, a multiply b minus c is equal to 2b. Then we have to prove this, a minus c equal to twice of a plus b over a. Now here, since a, b, c are in continued proportion, so I am talking about 7th question, second part. Since a, b, c are in continued proportion, therefore let a over b equal to b over c and let it be equal to k. So here also we will use the k method. So let these be equal to k. So from here we get a is equal to bk, b is equal to ck, or if I am using this b is equal to ck here, so then I will get a is equal to ck square. So this is what we get from this part. Now also this is given, a multiply b minus c is equal to 2b. This is also given. So here at the place of bk, a I am using bk. So bk multiply b minus c, or bk multiply, so here also I am writing it as b is equal to ck. So it will be ck minus c is equal to 2b. So this b will get cancelled with this, and from here I can take c common. So this implies k multiply c multiply k minus 1 is equal to 2. So therefore c is equal to 2 over k multiply k minus 1. So this is the another thing that we get from the given things. Now in the proof part we have to find, we have to prove that a minus c. So I am taking now the left hand side. So left hand side is a minus c. A minus c. So let us say that a is equal to ck square. Now a is ck square minus c. So from here I get c as common, so this will be k square minus 1. Now I am using this value here. So using c now, So this will be equal to 2 over k multiply k minus 1, and this can be written as a square minus b square. So k minus 1 multiply k plus 1. Now this k minus 1 will get cancelled with this. So this is equal to 2 multiply k plus 1 over k. So this is the left hand side. Now we have to talk about the right hand side. Now I'm taking RHS. RHS is 2 multiply a plus b over a. So now I'm using these a and b values here. So this will be equal to 2 multiply ck square, and b is also ck, and a is ck square. So from this ck is common. So 2 multiply ck, and it will be k plus 1 over ck square. So c will get cancelled with this c, and this k will go here. So this is twice of k plus 1 over k. So this is RHS and this is LHS. So therefore LHS is equal to RHS. Hence proved. Now I am taking the next question. So that is question number 14 from your exercise. So question is, we have to find two numbers such that the mean proportional between them is 12. So here the mean proportional is given as 12 and the third proportional to them is 96. So this is also very important part now. So find the two numbers. So let the two numbers be x and y. So I'm talking about question number 14. Let the two numbers be x and y. So here this is given now. Question says the two numbers are the mean proportional is 12. So here first part is xy is equal to 12 square, means I am using AC is equal to B square. So this will be xy is equal to 144. This is the first equation that is given. And also the question says the third proportional to them is 96. So since third proportional is 96, therefore y square is equal to 96x. So from here I will get x is equal to y square over 96. Let it be equation number 2. So now I am putting equation 2 in 1. So this will become y square over 96 multiply y is equal to 144. So from here I will get y cube is equal to, this is 144 multiply 96. So this can be written as 12 multiply 12, and this can be written as 12 multiply 8. So this is y cube now. So therefore y is equal to cube root of this. So y is cube root of 12, 12, 12, and this is 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. So that will be equal to 12 multiply 2. So y is equal to 24. Since y is equal to 24, therefore now I am putting y is equal to 24 in equation second. So I will get x is equal to 24 multiply 24 over 96. So 24 4s are 96 and 4 6 are. Therefore x is equal to 6, and we have already got y is equal to 24. So x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 24 is the required answer for this part. Now I hope that you can complete this exercise 7b. Thank you. Have a nice day.